Hello YouTube and welcome back to TCG Cardshop Simulator. So as you can see, today the shop looks pretty different. One thing that I did is I organized the shop much better than before. Grr. Hold on. Better? Can you hear me? I literally didn't do anything. I just turned off the mic and turned it back on. Don't know why it's an issue for you, but it's a simple fix. So, anyways, so 3 changes I made real quick is that the blue boxes are now on top. And we have cards. We're stocking cards. So this will be the last time where we do a restock of any of these cards. From then on, it'll be up to the stock people to stock the packs. And we won't be opening these boxes. We'll be saving them for the cards. Another thing I did was I reorganized this based on appearance. So essentially they go in order of when I unlock them. And I think, or when they are unlocked, I should say, which is really cool. I also organized the shelves so that they appear just like they do on the shelves. Starting from here down, it's directly in order on where they appear on the shelves. So those are kind of the changes I made to the shop. Nothing crazy, just a little bit of upkeep and maintenance and all that. Alright, let's see. Purple Destiny. I don't think one box will be enough, so I'll do one big box. And then a small box of blue. Yeah. And let's get started with the first kind of finish restocking this. I think I've pressed everything. I'm very confident I did. So if I want to open shop, I can, but unlikely I will. I was right, it would have taken more than one box. On my off time, I sent away a 13K card to be graded, which we will be pulling later today. Not on this account, but on a different account, which is my duplicate playthrough, where I'm trying to get as many of the cards as I possibly can to get the 2,500 card achievement. So we'll be pulling that after we do the usual 20 boxes. 2 seconds, chat. There we go. So yeah. That's pretty much how we're looking. I had already showed the 70,000, I think, on a prior stream that I got off stream. I didn't get anything that crazy off stream, even though I was pulling for cards. I think today should be a pretty good day for cards. No, I haven't gotten anything. Personally, I think the red is the only way to go. Because it's rare that you get anything from any of the other ones. That's why I only do red when pulling for cards specifically. These are cards I don't expect to get anything from, so I'm not surprised I didn't get anything from them. So over the weekend I found some kind of interesting stories here and there. The funniest one that got me was a Reddit mod got banned or removed from their Reddit mod position for promoting what is allegedly a scam, and they went and created a video to try and get Reddit's attention, where they called themselves like a celebrity and that they deserved Reddit to get them legal help as well as talent agencies, like to get brand deals and stuff. And I just could not help but laugh at the absurdity, because let's face it, even if, let's pretend for a second that it definitively 100%, the people came out and said, this was a scam, we're sorry, we tried, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. Let's imagine all that actually happened and there was not a single shred of doubt anymore that it could have been a scam. Even if that were the case, I liken this to the honey scam, where all the big YouTubers who had all these legal aids, who had all this money, who had all the protection in the world to not fall for scams like that, fell for the honey scam still. It happens. No matter how much help you have, you will eventually fall for a scam. But to turn around and blame Reddit for your mistake, and I say that because even if he had access to it and all that stuff, he went after it on his own. He chose to get involved with that project that would have turned out to be a scam on his own volition. Reddit did not tell him to do that. He went out of his way to do it, and he didn't look into it deep enough or see the warning signs that it was that the alleged scam would have been a scam. Why are you blaming Reddit for your mistakes on that? You know what I mean? I don't understand that line of thinking. Okay. Now it's time to get some boxes. $6,400. But like, it just to me never made sense. Because like honey, even with all the protection, he still would have probably fallen for that scam. And there's nothing wrong with making a mistake. The only difference between the people who were affected by the honey scam and this Reddit mod is that the people aren't blaming YouTube for not helping them with their legal aids and all that stuff, and they're also not, from what I've seen, blaming any of their talent agencies that might have brought them the deal, because they fell for it too, you know? So even if it was a mistake, 214, and it did turn out to be a scam, even though I'm saying it's allegedly a scam, even if it were true, all the dude did was make a mistake. Yeah, it's a bad mistake. Yeah, you promoted a scam by accident, but nobody is perfect, you know? It's one of those things. It's unfortunate it happened, but it happened. If that were the case. I haven't looked too deep into the actual thing that people are calling a scam. That's why I'm using the word allegedly, and to my knowledge, it's not been 100% confirmed to be a scam. But if it is, then correct me in the comments, and I will be more than happy to change what I've said. Well, not change, but correct my misinformation. But it was supposedly like a game show for like $1 million or $20 million or something like that. Something that kind of sounded fishy to begin with. And the whole story is this Reddit mod went out of his way to contact the company, try to get involved. They claimed that the company claimed that they were in league with Amazon and they were going to produce the show. And this Reddit mod really wanted to get involved and kind of promote the show on this Reddit called r/game fails or something like that. I forget the exact name, but he promoted it, and people are calling it a scam now, and so he got removed from his mod position on that subreddit. And he's a top mod on many other channels. I think they also removed him from those, if I'm not mistaken. But last I checked, the website is now taken down. Amazon has said nothing about any show being canceled or signal boosted this show at all, since it's a parent creation. So it just looks really shady. But that's all I know about it. Like I said, I didn't do too deep of a deep dive, but I can definitely see the red flags. So, that's kind of a story that I was just like shaking my head at, like, it's just one of those things. But, another fun thing that I found over the weekend, was video about various YouTubers that people attempted to cancel but failed to. And a few really shocked me. Markiplier and MatPat were on those lists. And I'm like, I can kind of see MatPat from Game Theory. Because, ooh, Ghost Rare God Pack. So I'm just going to skip to the end of these cards and tally them up that way. I am missing cards, I know. Hold on. Okay, 2,471 total for that Ghost Rare God pack. But Matt Pat from Game Theory has said a lot of controversial things in terms of like... Alright, cool. I will. But his theories have prompted a lot of discussion, but the thing about it is, it's still stupid to try and cancel him over his game theories. Because, they're just fun videos. So, I don't really understand that. I don't remember all of the reasons he got canceled. A couple of them for, like, supporting a charity that wasn't a charity, like... Or, a charity that doesn't do what it said it did. Something about autism or something like that. And, Matt Pat supported it, and it wasn't what it said it was. Matt Pat didn't understand, and he got involved into a drama. But I think that was like his quote-unquote worst offense. Which he did promptly apologize. I think he took down the videos, and he never supported or donated that charity again. So, yeah. And for someone to try to cancel Markiplier, that one truly was surprising to me. What's funny is most of the people just kind of waved off all of the drama as being dumb because it was. And I absolutely love Mark's fanbase for doing that. I think his worst offense was supposedly cheating at a game. Oh no, wait, it was supporting PewDiePie. 187. Back when people were trying to label PewDiePie as this awful individual. So that was fun. I already posted a schedule of gameplays up on my Discord as well. Tomorrow we will be playing Mio, if it comes out. If not, I don't know. It'll have to be a random game. But for now, it's set as Mio, which I'm really looking forward to. I played the demo. I really liked it. I do hope they have made some changes. More save points is the big one, because running back through these large scale areas to get back to where you were was kind of a pain at first. Once you learn the pathing, it's much easier, but that's one of the things I hope they add to it. The demo was still fun regardless. The movement I really enjoyed in Mio. So, hopefully, it's as good as I remember. And, I think today is Palworld's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Thought I heard something about it, I could be wrong. So I'm looking forward to any news or any special thing they do. Pocket Pair. Pocket Pair is also in the works of making a card game, which I don't know if it's going to be anywhere near successful or not, personally, but good for them. I mean, it'll probably make some money. I don't know if it'll recoup the costs, but I don't think it's gonna be the next big TCG game, you know? Though it would be kind of cool if TCG Cardshop Sim did a crossover with Pal World, that would be funny. That's honestly it. Not really much happened over the weekend. 150. Take a short stop to drink some water. $187. 3,000. Told you I had a good feeling today about these boxes. 122. Trying to think if there's anything noteworthy or newsworthy. Yeah, I'm fine. My throat was just a little dry. I was just trying to think of things. I'm good, don't worry. This isn't news, but it's something really neat. So today and yesterday, I've been recommended videos from the past, and one of them was a person named Nate Wants to Battle. I used to listen to his covers and his video game themed music all the time. 214. And it was really kind of cool to actually go back and see a lot of his earlier songs and even some of his newer songs, and kind of see that evolution from his YouTube channel, because Nate Wants to Battle, back when I found him, was doing parody songs of things like Pokemon and Five Nights at Freddy's. Original songs about those games too, but mostly parodies, like all about that bass, about Team Rocket's hideout, spinning around that base, you know, things like that. And, now he's actually been officially worked on with, official anime openings, and even music for anime. Like, not just parodies and stuff anymore. It's kind of crazy to get to see that full circle. Because even back when he was doing YouTube, back when I was really getting into him, he had started kind of branching off of just video game-based music and making his own tracks. And original songs. And so it's really cool. It was really cool. Plus the music is still really cool. I've enjoyed re-listening to a lot of his old music. some other things that I've probably more than been late to is Has-Been Hotel finished its second season, I think. I don't know if it's all out on YouTube or not yet, but kinda can't wait to watch that. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to watching it. I'm just very slow on watching things. And Frieren, I think the first couple of episodes are out. I don't know if it's the whole season or not either, because I haven't seen anything on YouTube about it. But Frieren Season 2 is ongoing, or is out, which is really cool, and I can't wait to watch some of that. Because I loved Frieren Season 1. Such a good show. And such a different kind of twist to it. Where it's an adventure anime without so much emphasis on the battles and the struggles, but more focused about the characters. Even though there are battles and, like, struggles and stuff, it's still very spread out. I think in the entirety of Season 1, which had 12 episodes, had 4 fights total. And I don't count sparring or scenes of sparring to be real fights. I'm talking like full-length battles. Maybe it had 5. I don't know. I forget, but it didn't have as many as you would think. Not every episode was a fight, and it wasn't a villain of the week. And even between those battles, there were a lot of character-driven story moments. And another thing I can really appreciate about Frieren is they don't drag the battles out. Usually it's, if they engage in a battle, it ends in the episode they engage in, unless they have to retreat for some reason, in which case it's a new, for me, it counts as kind of like a new setup for a new battle. And they don't have the same recurring characters like 50,000 times, where by the end, when they're finally defeated, you're like, finally it's over. To my knowledge. I don't remember all of it, but it's not like these other shonens where it's like the battle takes 6 episodes. So, and yes, I'm a little scatterbrained today, but I'm still locked in. $187. So, what are we up to now? And also, I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. Maybe that's also why you're... Part of it is, I think, me trying to keep my voice down a little bit because people are sleeping. Almost 4,000. That's nice. I'm well aware of that. My throat's really dry today. I know, but I always have this like worry that I'm talking louder than I actually am. $1,646. It's probably because I was scatterbrained trying to collect my thoughts. It's a nice card. See, to me, I didn't feel like I sounded tired. I felt like I was talking normally, maybe a little quieter, but... yeah, I understand that. Did you get that last big card? Okay, cool. Only 11? Well, sorry, not 11,000. 1,100 until we're even. I meant to say 1,100, but this is only the first set of boxes, mind you. The first hour or half hour is usually me yapping about random stuff, and then it's mostly just me chilling, vibing, and talking with chat. I think we might actually make it to level 84 in this shop by the end of the packs, depending on how good the packs are. Because we're getting quite a bit of experience. $378. $248. $400 more. Nice. My other duplicate playthrough shop looks nothing like this one. Well, it looks a lot like this one, but the shelves are different. The toy shelf mainly. Oh, and my mom helped me decide on a layout for the shop, the walls, roof, and all that stuff. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it, definitely. You're welcome. 177. still really love these monster designs. Most of them. Some of them are just okay, but a good majority of them are pretty good. We're kind of like a mix of Power World and Digimon. Cards are falling asleep on us. Oh, for half a second I got excited. Yep. I definitely think my first emote will be a poke emote. $282. Yeah, maybe. Depends on how much you use it. 282 I already said, but just in case you missed it, I'd say it again. $63 profit. We are in the green, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see just how much in the green we go. Oh, there we go. So, how was everyone else's weekend? That I'm done rambling about my weekend. Way too long. Felt like it flew by to me. And anything interesting happen on your weekend? Oh, yeah. I did wind up getting a headache, too. I was playing a game called Scum with my dad and my uncle. 273. And, we were fighting these giant mech robots. And, there was just so many flashing lights and explosions. At one point I had 3 of them on me, just going crazy with flashbangs and rockets. That I literally had to mute the game because of how bad my head was hurting. Hopefully your headaches are feeling better. Yeah, I don't think I was yelling all that much. Because I know I'm on Discord. So I might have gotten loud a few times. Not really sure about that. He just gets into the game. That's all it really is. Like I said, I tend to do that on more competitive games as well. I lose myself in the moment. Well, what I mean is, like, when you get invested in what's going on and what you're doing, you tend to have a stronger reaction. $157, and parts of that yelling were arguments between him and Jimmy. Yeah, I mean... I know what you're saying. I used to yell at games all the time. Now I'm kind of trying to break that habit. It's become more of a habit where I get invested into games and I start yelling at them. I've kind of tried to move on from that. Sometimes I get too excited, though. Sometimes I get too wrapped up in it. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna blow my nose. 2 seconds. Dad is a very, very hard worker. So, for me, it's more of a habit. And that's why I've kind of tried to break it. For him, it's more stress relief and more, of that kind of a thing. And for me, it's more of, like I said, a habit that I feel like I've done much better at breaking. I don't do it nearly as much as I used to. But it was how I learned to enjoy games and stuff. Like, I get wrapped up in games too much. Also, that Dad always has had a... Was that a card I missed, or was that a, is that what we're at for profit? Okay. Double checking, making sure that I was still as locked in as I thought I was. Alright, cool. Also, Dad has always had a really loud voice. That could also be part of the problem. Well, not problem, but part of the whole thing. Another demigod pack. Here in a minute, once I finish this hand of this handful of packs. Ugh, tongue-tied. Alright. I'm gonna take a break. Thank you all so much for sticking around. When we come back, we will be opening more cards. And we will be hoping for some more big profits. Anyways, I'll see you soon. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry for the extended break. Alright, let's see. Real quick here. Oh, okay. Oh. Scum has yet another update that wants to go. I had to stop it. We can finish off these boxes. Every weekend, me and my mom go shopping. We have a cat named Sassy, and she likes to jump into our, well, she sometimes jumps up into our cart that we use to kind of bring groceries from the back to our door. And, it's so cute that she jumps in there, and I sometimes give her a ride around the house. But we have yet to be able to get a picture of her. Otherwise, I would actually be posting that on Discord. 271. One of these days we're gonna get a picture of it. A good picture. Three boxes left. Well, after this one. Ah, yes. Catnip does make the cat do funny things. But, yeah. It's good that she's asleep. She'll probably wake up pretty hungry from the catnip. Recently, Sassy's just been more lovable in general. Not just to you, but to me as well. Oh yeah, to Dad also. old, but she still acts pretty young in my opinion. Can't believe Sassy's already 7. My favorite thing Sassy does is she likes to lean over. We have like a bed that hangs kind of on a windowsill that kind of overlooks our dining room table. And what I find so funny and cute is when she tries to stretch her whole body over the table to try, a bed shelf, or shelf bed. 217. And she kind of tries to get as close to your food as possible without actually being on the table. It is so cute. Ooh. 452. And now I've got one of Nate Wants to Battle songs stuck in my head. That's another thing that music tends to do to me is whenever I listen to any music of any kind, one song always seems to get stuck in my head no matter what. $105. 2 more boxes to go. Every time I hit over 100, it makes me wonder if I miss a card, even though I know I don't. Especially when there's no flashes. Like no, none of that. None of what that was. I don't know what to call it. I guess indication of a valuable card, I guess is what it would be called. $248. $241. That's a nice card. I'm slowly climbing up there in profit. Alright, last box of the first set. $370. $1,313. Was hoping it would be a god pack, but you know, that's fine. Still a nice card. $413. $144. Yeah, we're getting there crazy fast now. $233. Alright, what's our first total? Oh, nice. 4,500. That's not a bad start for our second set. $6,400. How much do we need until we break even? I'm thinking 3,900 until we break even. Nice. I can check real quick out of curiosity. 3,600 minus 4,000. No, it's... Whoops. I goofed. Okay, let's see. 4,500. So it is that exact amount? Yep, I was right. My math was 100% correct. I did that off the top of my head, actually. I'm actually really happy about... I was actually really happy about that. Yep. We were both right. We both called it. That was sick. Gamer moment of the day. Simple math. Anyways, let's see what the second set brings us. 248. $327. Every time I see a big number, I'm hoping it's a God pack. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to breaking even already, which is to be expected. I didn't have that much to go before we broke even. 325. Yep. super fast. I realized I had a tab open from a streamer that might have started screaming or yelling or something of that sort if they popped on and went live, and that would have been awful. So no, I'm saying I had a open, you know, I have a lot of open tabs on my computer. Well, one of them is on a streamer that usually goes live after I'm done streaming, and they can tend to yell and scream and do things like that. So, if they decided to go live early, that would have bled over into my actual stream, and that would not have been a good thing. So I needed to close that tab. Or move off of that tab, I should say. Because I do watch a lot of streamers. Yeah, I understand that. I'm just preventing it from happening. And I'm glad you didn't. Thankfully, they didn't go live. Yeah, this pack has not been nearly as good as the other ones so far. The first set was better. That's a surprise. Yeah. I am very confident with all the boxes I have I can get at least 1K. And if not, it would be very, very, very disappointing. But, as you know, RNG is a pain sometimes. I mean, I've threatened to reset the game a few times, but I've never actually done that. Except for one time. I think there was only one time where I ever actually reset the game. 452. And that was the first time I failed to break even on the red boxes. Like, it was bad. I was negative twice. But ever since then, no matter how many times I've threatened to, I haven't. And I don't count resetting for the grade 10 that we'll be doing later today as cheating, because it's an off stream and it's just for an achievement. Because this is not my actual playthrough that we'll be pulling that card on. Because there's no way in heck I would ever send a 13k card away to be graded and risk it being a 1 on an actual playthrough. Because that's just a loss of massive amounts of money. As soon as we're done with these boxes, that's when I switch accounts to pull the card. The question is, should I leave that in the YouTube video? Because once I get a 10, it is going to be a pretty hype moment. It depends on how long it goes. Meaning how much time we have left for the boxes. If it goes over 3 hours, then probably not, but if I just need to kill a little bit of time, sure, why not? Don't really know. Cards are being a bit of a bummer. The XP has been pretty decent though. Like I said, I think I might reach level 84 today. 250. Okie dokie. What's up? $250. Okay, good. We should be very close to breaking even. Oof. Yep. Yep, 400 more. Well, I would say we got it. 2025. Yeah, that was last year. Funny, we got a card from last year. $219. $150. Yeah. After this one, $273. Gonna be taking a break soon. Probably won't finish this box before the break, but it's fine. I mean, yeah, but depends on how the cards go, I suppose. 203. I guess I will wind up finishing it off because this is the last handful of cards. Unless there's something super big, it looks like I'm going to finish before my usual break time. Alright. It's time for our second break of the stream. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you like what you see, I'll be back shortly. And, yeah. See you soon. Okie dokie, I am back once again. Before the break, I did save, so... Alright. The lone box. What goodies will you have for us? Thank you. Yeah. It's like, you went out of your way, or we went out of our way to pick you up instead of saving you for last because you're the outcast. Now reward us for our kindness. Yeah, the second set of boxes have been pretty not... They've been good because we're in the green, but they have not been great overall so far. Like, if this was the first set, we would be really deep in trouble when it comes to profit. Yeah, exactly. 325. $144. Yep. Can't say it didn't. Can't say that it was wasted. Let's see something. After I get through this handful of cards, I'm going to check the cards I currently have. Maybe I can open shop. You don't know about that. Nah. Not even close. It already dips into the hundreds. Might be a couple of more times, to be honest with you. I mean, we do have the money. I know I do have some ghost rares, though, as well, that I need to look at. Do that real quick. $400 is the most. I'm going by price. Yeah, okay. Credit cards? Nothing I want to sell for sure. Alright. I just wanted to check my stock, make sure maybe I had some high ghost rares that I could place in there. See if I couldn't open up shop, but no, I'm still not comfortable with it. Never hurts to keep stock of your inventory. Yeah. Ugh, sorry. Something got caught. There we go. Yeah. 20 bucks. A few sets of 20. Definitely. I mean, the thing is, we're still getting levels. So, we're still getting something out of it. So. We still made profit. That's the way I look at it. Even if the second set was absolutely bad or not great, we still made profit. I'd say the second set was bad, to be honest with you. 196. How much total profit are we up to now? Oh, I'm not upset. This game does not upset me. Oh, that is actually beautiful. Yeah, exactly. 3210. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Thank you. Sorry about that. That literally came out of nowhere. Let me blow my nose. Alright. So I'm not gonna get my level up, but that's fine. Next time I will for sure. $411. Okay, so as soon as we're done with these two boxes, I save, I switch over to my duplicate playthrough, I pull the graded card, and if we have any time left, I'll come back here and maybe open 2 or 3 more boxes. 214. Depending on how much time we have left. Yep. And it's funny because it's still less than the other boxes made. Because we had a $1,900 safety net going into the 6K. Or we had a $4,000 some odd dollar safety net. Really, because all we needed was $1,900 to break even. $219. $248. $356. Yep. Good. That means that it's still not great, but it was pretty decent. It was a decent set of cards. Yeah, exactly. It was okay. Because like I said, bear in mind, we only needed 1,900 to break even at the start. So we're still making way less on this set of cards than we did on the other set. Yeah, I know. I am too. We made profit. That's good. We made what we spent back, essentially. $180. $311. This is gonna be the last pack, set of packs. Here we go. I saved over both those slots. 5,000, not bad. Keep that number in mind, okay? Because we're not done just yet. It's time for the big massive pull. And then if we have any time left, we'll open maybe 2 or 3 more boxes to end off stream. Still 61 grand. Okay. Grade 5. How much is that actually going to be worth? 7,000 for a grade 5. Alright. Grade 9. How much are we looking at? $41,000. Still a grade 9. It's not a grade 10. We go again. We're looking for a grade 10. Grade 9 again. The only reason I'm doing resets is because this is for an achievement that I will probably be getting off stream, because there's no way in heck I would ever do this on stream for my main account and risk losing tons of money off of that card. So come on, man. I'll pull this until either A, it's time to end stream, or B, until we get it. So if you don't want to see it, just skip ahead until likely the last couple of minutes of stream. Unfortunately, it's only one card, so there's not multiple chances to get it on each reset. So I have to reset the game. If it were like a full set, then chances are more likely I would get it. I don't think it'll be 100,000. I don't think graded 10 will be 100,000. But it's still going to be the highest card I've ever gotten. So, it's still worth doing. Nine again. Not quite. It's hovering between 9 and 5. Really annoying. If I haven't gotten it within the next 5 minutes, I'll call it good here and do the rest off stream. I'm not gonna waste everybody's time this long. There it is. Grade 10. Let's see, how much money is this bad boy gonna be worth? $92,000. Damn. That's one nice card. Still not the top of the top, but oh wait, actually no, it will be once I put it on display in here, like this. Please hold, please hold. Hold. Once I slap this bad boy down and do the 10%, it'll be over 100,000. So when it sells, it will be over $100,000 card. Absolutely beautiful. The question is, do you want me to do a full day on this store to try and sell the 100,000 on stream? Because I will totally do it. If you're interested. Alright, we're doing a day on this one. It's my dupes only, so you're gonna have to just accept that we're not gonna be making a whole bunch of profit. It's gonna be kinda lame, but you know, it is what it is. Open shop. There's still going to be variation between the cards, though. Oh, 7. Here we go. Unless it is non-graded, I don't even consider purchasing cards. If they are graded, or if they're ungraded, and there's 1 of 0 that I have, then I will take the deal every time. Alright, cool. I'm watching. Oh, card deal. Nope, already have 7. Don't want them. Uh, 6. Sure. Card deal. Decline. I would sell that, but People are eyeballing it. Make sure everything's fine in here. Oh. $45. $47. Okay, cool. Sweet. It's another 0 of 1 that I have. Meaning it's a brand new card I didn't have before. I don't expect to sell it on day 1. That's fine. No. And there's a lull on customers. Check the cards. Check these. Check these. Okay, everything looks to be in stock. We got a card deal up here. Pass. I'm most interested in trying to sell this card right now, so. Check this, it's fine. Check these are fine. Alright. Ooh, Sassy's awake. Did she pounce on you or something? I don't know if the graded cards count as 1 of 1s or anything like that. Ooh, 1 of 1. $120. Oh. $120. Nice. Card deals. Are you here? Like I said, I don't think it's gonna sell anytime soon. Ooh, wow. A bunch of card deals just popped up. light is on. Good. We'll do that. No. Okay. Card deals. Nope. Would have been nice to get it day one, but it is what it is. I'm right here. He stinks? No. Okay. You want it? Aw, come on. People are interested, but nobody's buying it because it's so expensive. Like I said, it's going to take a long time to get this one, but it is an achievement. Card deals. I have to accept. Reject. 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 Even though it was probably a worse deal, it's still for a card I didn't own, so I needed it. Another card. Yeah, it's a better deal. Alright. That will do it for the stream. As soon as everyone clears out of here, this card is not going to sell anytime soon. But damn, is it gonna be good when it does sell. I might actually lower the price. I might lose a tiny bit of money on it, but any chance to make it sell better is one I'll take. We have 2 more people back here. They're still on work. You got $2, 2 stars. I can't do it as much as I want to because I only have 1 of that card. So that will be it for YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. If you like what you see and want to catch me live, come on over to twitch.tv/onedamngamer. That's where I'll be Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.